As we predicted, Nintendo revealed an online multiplayer Zelda at E3. Some Zelda fans don't like it, but we think it looks like a lot of fun. Speaking of E3, was it wise not to show Zelda for Wii U? You're listening to Zelda Pod Smashers. I'm here with Frank.
Hi.
And we two have been watching E3 together.
Yeah, watch our reaction video.
Yep, reaction to the Zelda part. We kinda liked it actually, Triforce Heroes. But
yeah, this is what I predicted and wanted.
Yeah.
Somehow, yeah. When they announced that Zelda U was not coming to E3 this year and will be released next year, I was like, maybe we are going to release a new Four Swords game this year because, you know, the engine of A Link Between Worlds is pretty much perfect for this. And I was like, oh, it would be nice to get a new Four Swords game and to have it online. So this is what I wanted, and then yay, it happened.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, only that it's not a Four Swords, it's a Three Swords.
Yeah. The weird thing is that a lot of Zelda fans don't like it.
Yeah, I think most Zelda fans don't like Four Swords in general. But
is that because they never got to enjoy it properly?
Maybe
multiplayer?
we never played this together, because Four Swords and Magic is playing with other people. It's a lot more fun than playing it alone.
Exactly.
And it can be a lot of fun to play these games. But of course, those are not like full Zelda games. If you don't have the main Zelda experience with a cohesive world, and
No, exactly.
it's just like levels.
Yeah.
In individual levels you play. It's not as exciting as a normal Zelda game, of course.
Yeah.
But it has its own charm, its own fun. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one aspect that makes... it's one form of Zelda game. Sure, it doesn't have the epic story, not the overworld, or the... well, it doesn't... You don't collect items, but you do collect other stuff. We'll get into that.
Mhm.
But I think maybe some people were really expecting another big adventure for the 3DS, and they're not getting it again.
I think most people at this point only care about Zelda U and don't want
True.
to have any more filler games.
Yeah.
Just one real deal. And I can sort of understand this.
Yeah.
Actually, we had like a similar situation back in 2009 with Spirit Tracks. Like most people wanted to see this V Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time I predicted, we are most likely going to do another DS Zelda first, based on Phantom Hourglass, because we already have the engine and we can easily reuse it to make another game. And I was right. We made Spirit Tracks at the time, and this is what happened again. And but people are still waiting for the new big game, and they're kind of like, ugh, I don't care about this. This is just another side Zelda.
I think a lot of people will warm up to this game. By the time it's ready for release, they'll think, looks kind of fun.
If you see other Zelda fans playing it together and having fun with it, then maybe, because I think this is the magic. And you can play this online, so it's a lot easier access than the First Swords games before.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play this together with you.
Yeah, exactly. We just need to find a third guy or a girl,
shouldn't be a problem.
No, not at all. Especially if you're part of a Zelda community like Zelda Universe.
Yeah.
There are so many people who are going to be playing this.
And it has here like this arena mode, so you can play this against each other with like in small matches and something. You can even make like a tournament. This is even something I wanted for A Link Between Worlds. Where you had this Street Pass feature where you fight these Darklings. You will remember, right?
Yeah.
And I thought this was a lot of fun, and I wanted to have this as an online game. Like, hey, I want to play this against other people because just playing bots is kind of boring after a while. And now we are doing this.
Should be good.
Yep.
One thing that does annoy people, and that also worries me a bit, is that you need 3 people to play together. You can't just play with 2. So if you have a brother or whatever, and you're 2 people in the living room, you need a third.
That's a big oversight, actually, because I wonder why we don't just make a 2-player mode where you play with one of these puppets. Because in single player you play like with 2 puppets.
Yeah, I think maybe it would be complicated to let both characters switch between 3 people.
There's only like one character that gets controlled, and I don't know, maybe it's a little bit fuzzy, but They haven't shown the single player yet, so we don't know how it works exactly, but
No.
there needs to be something that, like, we need to follow you, or...
Yeah.
Because otherwise it
wonder
would be a hassle.
I wonder if there's enough time for them to change their mind about this. I mean, it's already out in fall, so that's within 5 months or so.
Yeah, maybe not, but they can still patch it, like make an update later on. If enough people complain about this, and if enough reviews say, okay, it's lacking the 2-player mode, this sucks, then they might add this in an update.
Yeah.
Or it might be still enough time to react to feedback from E3. After that's what E3 is for anyway, because they show for games, they collect feedback, and at some point, sometimes they consider the feedback. Sometimes.
Yeah. What I did think is that you can always both go online and then find a random third person. Now you'll have a little bit more lag because you're not directly communicating with each other, but still,
sometimes you just want to play with one friend and don't have anyone. Maybe if this random online person messes you up and is a complete noob who doesn't know how to play the game.
Yeah, true. But still, there are ways to still play even if you're with two.
Yeah.
Oh, and something that I also want to see in action is if one of the 3 people online goes offline, drops from the game, then
it's
apparently,
game over.
Yeah, it's game over, but your progress is saved. Is that the same room? Because every level is like cut up into 4 parts, right?
I think it might be just the general progress. So you probably have to replay the dungeon, but most dungeons are very small, so I don't mind.
Yeah. It would be nice if you wouldn't have to play the whole thing again, but just the part that you were in. But we'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
Let's hope it has a stable connection, because if this happens too many times, then it could be very annoying. You might prefer the single player then.
Yeah.
What do you think of the collectible costumes?
Oh, that's my favorite part actually. Because the Four Swords games didn't have anything like it. There might have been some collectibles in the stages, like temporary collectibles, like the seeds and additional heart containers and some power-ups, but you would lose them at the end of the stage, and you have to collect them in the next stage all over again. So the only thing you had were like these sword techniques and the first 4 swords, you know, like the great spin attack and the sword beam. But that's pretty much it. No, it's not. In the Zelda game, I want to have something to collect, and that's what this is giving me. And it has a lot of potential. Like, okay, it starts with items. Like it seems these Maya abilities, which you had in Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, the upgradable weapons.
Yeah, they were like turned all into costumes. Now there's like a bomb costume, which makes you throw bigger bombs.
Yeah.
Or
the Kokiri costume that makes you shoot 3 arrows at once.
Yeah, or the spin attack attire. So, yeah, there's that, but there are also other abilities, like, you know, there's a lucky launcher where you might not get hit by an attack and might not take damage. That's the point. Or Zelda Stress, where you find more hearts. There's even a Goron garb where you can swim through lava.
Ah, okay. Did they show this or did they tell us?
No, it just told it in the stream.
Yeah. Well, what I also like about the Zelda dress and the Lucky Charm, what was it? Is that you get these classes that you have in a lot of multiplayer games.
It's like a class, and at the beginning of a level it shows you what items there are. It's different from Four Swords, you only get items in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like there's a bow, boomerang, and bombs. When you, with this in mind, you already decide, okay, what I'm going for the bomb outfit.
Yeah.
Be the bomb guy, you know. And you have make these decisions in front of a stage, which is interesting.
It would suck though if you choose the bomb suit and then someone else picks the bomb.
Yeah, this actually happened in the stream. Like, there was one bow and one guy picked the Kokiri tunic, but someone else took the bow, and he was like, "Hey, why did you do this? I wanted to be the archer." Yeah, so you have to, of course, look at what other people are doing. So
yeah. But
be smart about it.
If you have Zelda's dress on, it turns you into a healer a little bit. And if you have this
Sort of, yeah.
Lucky Charm one, then you're the tank. You're supposed to go into the action first, etc.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
there's so
I
much
like it.
potential for different abilities. Like there could be a Fierce DT outfit where you shoot sword beams, or have like a Tingle outfit where you would get double rupees. There are many ideas. I hope we won't disappoint.
Nobody wants a Tingle outfit, really.
It will happen, trust me.
Yeah, it would be fun.
We have made Tingle playable in Hyrule Warriors, so at this point,
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. But I hope we won't disappoint, but because we really disappointed me with the medals on Skyward Sword, which was somewhat similar, but there were only like 7 different medals altogether and 4 duplicates.
Yeah.
There was so much potential in the idea, but we didn't use it. I hope this time we really go full power and give us many different costumes.
Yeah.
And make them all available in the game without me buying Amiibo. Yeah, I would hate this.
Maybe if they do Amiibo, then it'll just be suits that make you look cool, but they don't have any abilities. Maybe you'll look like Mario or something. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Amiibo, but I don't get excited about it either.
Do you think they might make something like their own Amiibo line for this game? Because like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, you have these figurines.
Yeah,
from
I
Spirit
do.
Tracks, right? They look like Amiibo. So I guess you could just add an NFC chip to them and act like they're like tuning Amiibo stuff, Did you see this happening, or?
I don't know. Lately, it's like they're making Amiibo for every new big game. And they said they would have...
This is not a big game. This is like a small side Zelda game.
Yeah, true. But they said they would use it for Zelda U, so maybe they'll start making more Zelda figurines. I don't know. But then again, what they had for Spirit Tracks, those were super cheap. You threw a coin into this machine, like maybe it was €1, $1, and you got a figurine.
Yeah, but Amiibos are rip-offs.
Exactly. That's why I don't really want it.
Even these NFC chips are like, I don't know, in production maybe cost like 10 cents to make or so.
Exactly.
They're super cheap. And the figurines are very cheap, but they cost you €15 per figurine.
Yeah.
So it's really Nintendo ripping you off, and they are especially ripping you off if you don't really want the figurines, if you want the content.
Yeah.
But, yes.
But we'll see what happens there.
I wouldn't mind if it works like in Yoshi's Woolly World, because you don't actually unlock costumes, but you could just use them in-game, like you tap an Amiibo and Yoshi transforms into a Link look or a Star Fox look,
Exactly.
If you just you select the default costume for Link, the hero's tunic, which doesn't do anything, but it's just there.
Yeah.
And then use Amiibo in-game to change your looks. This I could imagine. Wouldn't mind this. But I want if you make something like this, I want a complete collection of all costumes, because I'm a 100% guy with Zelda. If he said something, okay, if you want all costumes, you need to track down all of these Amiibo, I would say, screw you, Nintendo.
Yeah. Let's hope they're not going there, but I think that maybe this game isn't big enough to warrant its own Amiibo line.
Yeah, and hopefully also not warranting enough on Nintendo 3DS special edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we already got 3.
Yeah.
But we got the Majora's Mask, new Nintendo 3DS XL. It would be very excessive on Nintendo to make another limited edition. Yeah.
That would be cruel. If they're doing that, then it's just the Zelda fans buying it because they feel like they have to. They love the series so much.
Like me and you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But as it turned out, it might be useful that we bought all the 3DS systems, because now we can host a Triforce Heroes game.
Even with people who don't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't have a 3DS.
It has download play, so you can just use all your 3DS and with one copy of the game. So that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Although the friends that I think I could play it with mostly have a 3DS. But,
okay. Yeah, me too. And we most likely also have a copy of the game, though.
Yeah.
But still. And you can use it here, like, to cheat, like, if you want to get these materials in arena mode and it's too hard, you might just, set up two 3DS systems and play it. I did use it, my other 3DS to, get all the matters and Link Between Worlds. I was like cheating.
Street Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
But there are a few modes, like Colosseum mode that you mentioned. We'll have to see if that's just one area where you fight or if there are multiple enemies, because it's possible to play with 3 people also.
Yep.
They said.
I mean, the battle mode in Four Swords Adventures, these shadow battles also had like enemies and lots of obstacles and
I hope
traps.
it's more like that.
Yeah, it was more fun, more chaotic.
Yeah.
The one in A Link Between Worlds was more duel-like.
Yeah, exactly.
There's even one stage which didn't have anything. It was just like one platform in the sky.
Yeah.
But I guess a good mix. I want many different stages, so have like some basic stages, but also have some stages with lots of crazy things.
Yeah.
Could be fun. This mod is what I'm
this.
looking forward to the most, actually, because I hope it has online. We didn't say this how it works. We only said that only for the main game has online and local multiplayer and owner play, but we didn't. I hope it has the same options for the Colosseum mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I want, imagine like on Zelda Universe they do like a tournament, like have like, let's have people fight off in Triforce Heroes.
And when they first announced challenge mode, we were pretty excited, like, whoa, what could it be? But now it still will be fun, because it's you play through the same levels again, but then with just one of the 3 weapons. Or
I think it's just different conditions. In the example we had like, okay, you don't get any bows, you get bombs instead. Yeah. But I guess it might be different for other dungeons. But
it's a nice
addition. I imagine something like the Heroes Trial and Four Swords Anniversary Edition, or like these Tingle Towers. I don't know if you have played Four Swords Adventures in multiplayer. You get these Tingle Tower missions, which were like some small challenges.
Oh yeah, I never got into them because some of them were pretty annoying. But I'll do that when I have friends over again. So far they haven't announced anything like that. It's just the main missions.
I guess it's just the main missions with different conditions.
Yeah. I will have to see. We also need a reason to keep on playing Four Swords Adventures, of course.
No. This game should ideally replace Four Swords Adventures.
Yeah. That one was too hard to find people for.
Yeah, it's a little bit old school now, setting it up with all the cables and Game Boy Advance systems.
Yeah. I always feel like doing that, but then when I get friends over, they're like, I know more fun games, multiplayer games on a Wii U, Nintendo Land, etc. So yeah. And then I forced them to just play Zelda Battle Quest in Nintendo Land with me.
I think Four Swords Adventures is more fun, but
true.
That's just me.
I agree. Something they mentioned about online, like it has no voice chat, but it has these, what are they called?
Emoticons.
Yeah. Which look cute, by the way, and I think they'll work. But sometimes, like they said, sometimes communicating is like a puzzle in the game.
I think we don't have enough of these, like for all situations. There's only like, come here, was there, and
throw me, pick me
up, and use your item. And then there's like stuff like no, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and cheering.
We're cheering and the thumbs up.
Yeah.
But I think for some puzzles it might be not enough to have these.
Yeah. No,
like
we'll see.
if you just want to push a block in a certain direction, how do you tell this? Only with come here, it might be a little bit. It might work. Actually, the Four Swords Anniversary Edition only had come here. With you had this.
Whistle?
I forgot. Whistle, exactly.
Yeah.
And you could only whistle to communicate in the game, but this has some more options.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think. Oh yeah, one thing they mentioned, and I think they might be right about this. If you had voice chat, because they did test it, then the more experienced ones would just tell the new players what to do, and that's not fun either. Like, if I would play a level with someone who played it before and he told me what to do exactly, I would think, I'm out of here, man. I want to discover it for myself. And now with these simple emoticons,
they might still annoy you with come here, come here, come here, come here all the time.
Yeah, true.
And no, come here, no, come here.
Yeah.
I have trouble imagining how this game will be fun with different experience levels. It's for me, if I already played through the game and I play it with someone else, on the one hand, I don't want to spoil the puzzles, Like, on the other hand, I'm just annoyed by other people trying to figure it out.
Even we were watching the stream of Nintendo Treehouse, and we saw a boss and we thought, okay, this is how he beat it, and then we were frustrated by those Nintendo employees who couldn't get it right, or at least who pretended to.
Yeah, if they pretended to, but
yeah,
still, yeah.
But that would be annoying if you know what's going on and then someone else doesn't. But still, that's just if you play it with random people, and I plan on playing with people I know, and at least the two of us will be using Skype when we play this, right?
But maybe I already have a review copy and already played through the game, so this might be an issue. But I don't know if I get a review copy. So
I should get a reviewed copy as well. Probably.
Yeah, if Nintendo if you have stricter guidelines now, so it's hard to get one.
Yeah. Something fun that someone pointed out, now that I read online, is that Red Link has the voice of young Link for Ocarina of Time, Blue Link has Toon Link's voice, and the green one has A Link Between Worlds voice.
Aren't those all the same?
Slightly different.
Yeah, okay. I thought they were all the same.
No. I think in Four Swords Adventure she also had different different pitches of the voices, like
maybe, yeah.
So each one had its own voice. What do you think about the story in general, by the way?
I don't mind it.
No, me neither.
I know on Zelda Europe there's so many fans who just hate the story.
Yeah, also in Zelda Europe.
Yeah, on Zelda Universe also. No, both, basically, because it's just like this fun... I think we are taking Zelda a little bit too serious, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just a silly story, but who cares? But we are taking it too serious, like, oh, this game is part of a timeline, how could they dare to make this canon? It's
but
abomination of Zelda and what...
Yeah, but still, they didn't get Link's Awakening. Or they didn't understand the Oracle games or the Minish Cap.
Yeah, but
okay, those
even hate those games. For me, I started with Link's Awakening, which always was a very funny game and it had a lot of hidden jokes and Mario stuff in it, and so for me, Zelda can also be very comical.
Yeah, lighthearted.
Lighthearted, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this epic, serious game. For me, every Zelda game is different, and this is more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Cheerful.
Like, in some games you had, for example, the Minish Cap was like this Eslo is always making fun of you, and it's a cute game and not so serious, but then the villain would be really dark and like a magician, Fati, and it would be scary. And if you think about it, either it doesn't make much sense, or it makes it more epic than it really is. I don't know. But here they decided to go with a story that is just as comical as the gameplay. Like,
and you never know how the story expands.
No, exactly.
Darker at some point.
Maybe
maybe you have you have now a princess who is cursed with ugly clothes. Maybe even these clothes turn into some dark demon which consume her, and you never know. It might step ahead a little bit.
Maybe someone like Fati shows up, or
maybe.
What's I forgot. What's the guy from A Link Between Worlds called again?
Yuga.
Yuga. Oh yeah, but it's ran. Oh, spoiler. He's not the same guy anymore, so he can't show up in this game.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe this game takes place before, so you don't know.
Oh yeah, true.
Might happen. But but Yuga was a villain for paintings. Now this is, I think, a villain which has something to do with costumes and
yeah.
probably a new villain, I guess. It's also what I'm really excited about. We are getting to explore a new kingdom.
Yeah.
The last time we had this was in the Oracle games in 2001. After this, all the games either had like an ocean world with small islands or some other variation of Hyrule. We never did get to see any new kingdoms anymore, like Holotram and Labrina or Termina.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm quite excited about.
Me too, but what worries me is that this game doesn't look like it'll have an overworld.
Yeah, I think it's more like a hub world. Yeah.
Yeah, like different levels.
Like a town. They showed that there's a town and village with a kingdom which you can explore.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's at least something then.
Mm-hmm. But
so far, what I think about the dungeons is that they all look very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when the game was announced, I think that the whole trailer was a bit... I don't know, the graphics looked a bit muddy and dark, like, oh, what's going on? I just want to enjoy the grassy areas as well. Because Four Swords Adventures had that, and even Four Swords took place out on the open. Like, most of the dungeons didn't have a roof, I think.
Yes.
So
actually, only one of the dungeons had a roof. This was the cave.
Yeah. So
yeah, I really enjoyed like the forest areas. In the demo, we actually called this one dungeon forest, but it was not a forest at all. It was just a dark cave with some roots
more like
in it.
Inside a deku tree.
Yeah, but it wasn't a forest really. So I hope there will be like outside dungeons and things like that.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see.
Also, what I thought was a bit stupid about the announcement trailer, it wasn't very clear that it also had single player and online play.
Yeah,
like a lot of people missed that.
Yep. We had to keep telling you all the time, like in the Treehouse stream. Oh, and by the way, this will have online multiplayer, and you can play this alone.
Yeah.
Just to make this clear.
I probably noticed that people were unclear about that.
So what do you say about this totem mechanic?
It's pretty much like any other mechanic, I guess. Like in the Minish Cap you had the shrinking, in Majora's Mask you had transforming, which was a bit more than this.
Yeah, I guess more like the wall merge and Link Between Worlds, which was quite dominant, I guess.
Yeah.
Or we have this instead. But it doesn't look as much fun, to be honest. It's more like... I think it can get quite messy and confusing. We even told this, like, okay, you have to pick up people in the right order, and it gets chaotic.
Yeah. What I don't like is that the guy at the top can only shoot but not aim.
Oh, so is the guy with a button have to aim? Or it's annoying.
Yeah.
Maybe and the guy in the middle can't do anything. He can only throw the guy on top. Doesn't sound like fun. Even like this annoying blonde girl in the stream, like Audrey. She was always like, I don't want to be in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
So but I can sort of understand this because the middle player can't do anything.
Yeah, but still, it's usually just a few seconds that you need to be in the totem. So.
Yep.
But yeah, they have had better mechanics, but I guess for this multiplayer game it works. At least it has something more to it than the Four Swords games.
Yeah, because in Four Swords you only had like four people running around. That's basically the main idea.
Yeah.
But what worries me, what I really liked about the Four Swords games...
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it was a mix between competition and cooperation. You were like, at one point you were cooperating to solve puzzles and to fight enemies and all these things, exactly like in Triforce Heroes. But on the other hand, you also wanted to be the guy who collects the most rupees or force crystals, force shards. And you're always fighting for treasure chests, and this was a lot of fun. But you don't do this in this game. It's all cooperating and no fighting. And I'm kind of sad about this.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. We've had so many times here that, like in Four Swords Adventures, you see two chests, and you both have to walk one way to each chest.
Yep.
And then you think, oh, what'll I get? And then you get 100 rupees, and then the other one gets 10. You know, like,
one, or maybe a rupee rave. Novice Ghost, which suck your rupees away.
Yeah.
But this wasn't Four Swords.
That was in Four Swords, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah, me too. This was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
and I don't like how Shikata, director, called Four Swords games party games. He was like, oh, it was more about the competition and collecting rupees, and it wasn't about cooperating so much, which isn't true. The Four Swords games were a lot about cooperation. And this mix made it interesting. We were like fighting each other 1 second and like, give me those rupees, go away. And then next moment you were like, okay, I need help with this enemy.
Yeah.
Come please help me. And this was kind of fun and special.
I think that game was the first game to ever do that.
I think so too, yeah.
We even talk about this in our gameplay innovation podcast, which should be up soon, so check it out.
Yep.
But I bet they'll manage to still keep the gameplay fresh and fun here, so see how that
but
goes.
you can't really fight because you have this this is another interesting point. You have the shared hearts, which makes it look the game a lot more difficult than Four Swords because you die a lot more, seemingly.
Yeah, especially if you get hit by a bomb, all three of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's
you
like
lose
3 hearts. Yeah. And if you die, you have to redo the current, not stage,
but section.
Section, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is different from Four Swords games where you just get revived on the spot and you can keep playing.
Yeah, but we already said that this is actually a good thing because it makes the game a bit harder. You cannot just cheat with force fairies. Anyway, what else did we have? DLC. Yeah.
In general, I don't want DLC for a Zelda game, but a game like this, you could add new dungeon stages and stuff. And maybe like free updates, like with Splatoon, maybe release new stages every now and then for free. I would like that.
I'm just worried that maybe this game isn't gonna sell as well as they're hoping. And a game that doesn't sell much, it's not really good to make DLC for it. For example, they tried it for Pikmin 3, but...
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah, like nobody knows. But yeah, I'd like DLC, but I don't think it's coming.
I don't think either, because Link Between Worlds didn't even have one update.
No. For this game, they could. It would be easier to add DLC, like
of
new
course,
stages or costumes.
Yeah. But I don't really want this for a Zelda game. I want a complete package.
Yeah.
No DLC, no amiibo, no fuss.
Do you think the Cuckoo game is in this game? Minigame?
I hope not.
Maybe they made it easier. If you beat it on this game, it counts for your 100% in Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, they can just update A Link Between Worlds and give me the giant cuckoo after 100 seconds.
Yeah.
Then I will be happy.
No, that's too easy. 300 seconds.
I can do 300 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
But everything beyond 400 seconds is just insane, so I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much all that there is to talk about for Triforce Heroes. We're definitely looking forward to it.
Yes.
We're also waiting for 2 other Zelda games. We already did a podcast about Hyrule Warrior Legends. The only news we got is that there's at least 1 more character coming and that it will be released in early 2016.
That's good. I have enough time to complete the Wii U game then.
Even I'm feeling like playing this game again because of this news. But yeah, about Zelda U, obviously they didn't show it. They said they wouldn't show it. A lot of people were
Told
hoping,
you.
Including me, we were hoping that they'd show it anyway.
Told you.
But yeah, do you agree with it?
And obviously not, because it was a big disaster for Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly.
They should have shown Metroid Prime 4, which is or is not in development. We don't know, because it's kind of fishy. But this is a game I really, really want for Wii U, Metroid Prime 4, along with Zelda U. These are like the 2 big titles I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
So if it didn't show any of it, it's a big mistake, because the E3 presentation was just boring. Star Fox wasn't as good as many people might expect it. And when we showed a lot of games from last year, like Yoshi's Woolly World and Mario Maker, and we showed it all again, and it was just boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Zelda U could have saved the presentation a little bit.
If you need something on Wii U to show, we had a lot of 3DS games, but nothing really for Wii U. So yeah, it was a big mistake not to show Zelda U.
Yeah, agreed. And that's what I was thinking in advance, but then I was hoping that Nintendo would be smart enough, but obviously they're not.
Yeah, maybe it was because of Triforce Heroes. Okay, if you had this new 3DS game in the works, you want to have a focus on this game.
That's probably what they think, but
yeah.
I don't think it works like that.
But if Zelda U comes out later, 2016, it was a good choice. They now focus on Triforce Heroes now. And then afterwards we can focus on Zelda U.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the Wii U it was a bad thing not to show this.
Yeah, exactly. There have been rumors for 4 months now that maybe they will release it for their new console, at least for the NX.
I don't even want there to be a no console. We have to make games for the Wii U, because who is buying the next Nintendo console if we fail to deliver anything for Wii U?
Yeah. But also I think that the NX won't be out in 2016. That's way too soon. So they'll probably show it at E3 next year and then release it at the end of 2017.
In 2018 we still have...
Yeah, maybe.
Still have time.
Yeah, but if they would release Zelda U also on the NX, either they would, if they want to launch it at the same time, like they did with Twilight Princess, they would have to delay the Wii U game even more, which would be really cruel.
Yep.
Or what they could do, and actually I'm starting to like this idea, release an updated version of Zelda U, better graphics, more functions, and then make it a big seller, like a launch title for their new console. I would actually like that, I think. And that also sets it up for a fast sequel, I think. Because on Wii U, the sequel isn't gonna happen. But if they already port it to the NX and update the graphics, then suddenly you have a very good engine that you could quickly make a new Zelda in. So
it depends on what the NX has as hardware features. It's hard to say.
Yeah, true.
Because usually if you're developing the Zelda game, which is best suited for the system, like have these touchscreen controls on Nintendo DS, or making very good use of 3D and a link between worlds, and give you like motion controls on the Wii and use the gamepad on the Wii U, and whatever the NX has, it will be used by
yeah,
the
well,
Zelda game.
Maybe it has nothing. Maybe it's just a good Nintendo console. But
maybe. We don't know yet.
No. Anything else? I don't think so.
No. I'm done.
Okay. So thanks everyone for listening. We hope you're warming up to Triforce Heroes. We're pretty sure that it's gonna be a lot of fun, but yeah, leave a comment down below, tell us what you think. So while we wait for Zelda U, we're doing a series of podcasts about elements that are essential in Zelda. Music is already up, gameplay innovations is coming soon, and we have a lot more planned. So if you don't want to miss that and you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. So see you guys next time.
Bye.